Hello guys, it's Mo here, and I am sorry so much about the inactivity, but going into next week, I will be lifting 3 times a day and going to practice for baseball. So I wanted to hang out with my friends as much as possible. I haven't even been on Xbox much lately, but I am on it tonight because my parents made me stay home tonight. So I'm going to tell you guys about a life story which happened last night. Now, if you look at my arm, you can see a bunch of these scratches. You're going to ask about what happened last night. Not much on my left side here. Almost everything is on my right side. But we will get to what happened. Well, first, last night, me and my friends got hungry. Well, I got hungry. I made my friends come with me. When we went to McDonald's, because it's like right down the street, my friend's street. It was me and two of my good friends, me, Sean, and Kobe. Well, so for us to sneak out, we had to go through his garage door. We had to call through this little doggy door. Well, Sean went first, I went second. My friend Kobe joked around and said, my dick can't fit through the doggy door. We're like, just shut up and just come on. So we start going. He says we had to climb over this fence. So Sean climbs over the fence. I'm like still there because I was waiting for Kobe because I didn't know if Kobe would be able to do it. So Kobe's climbing up halfway over the fence, and Kobe gets up halfway, and then he's like sat up there for a couple seconds. So I just went and jumped over it. I got over pretty fast, and once I turned around, I saw that he was falling. He had one leg over the fence, trying to hold on to with dead grip, and he fell over. He landed on the back of his head. We were dying laughing. Me and Sean were dying laughing the whole time. It was really funny. It was a really good sight to see. And then Sean jumps over and says, like, okay, I'm going to help you, man. Kobe's like, why can't we just go through the gate? And then he says, because there's a boulder in the way. Like a boulder, like a cinder block. And I was like, hey, I'll move the cinder block. Then I see the cinder block ain't even close to the gate door. It's not even, it's just like all the way by the hinges. So I just opened the gate, and then Kobe's like, really, you made me do that even though we could have opened the gate, and me and Sean started dying laughing again. So we walk down the street, we get to McDonald's, I get my 3 sausage burritos, which are the best thing ever to eat. Now, we are on our way back. So we want to get some we're going to go down Ding Dong Ditch and get some houses. So we started off by getting this here. I'll just skip to, once we finally got started doing stuff. Well, we just kept doing stuff, we kept Ding Dong Ditching. Nobody came out, we got this young couple. And we did it, we knocked on it really hard. Then we go hide, and we saw that nobody was coming out. We got up, then this light turned on in this house. So we dropped, stay hid in the shadows. We started walking around. We're like, okay, we're good. We get down the street here, and it's like, okay, so it's like a main road, so it'd be starting off right here. Like a main road, and then it would end like that. And that would just be the subdivision. And there's also sides, stay sideways. You know how this and then it'd be the end of it. Well, yeah. So we and there was a couple. It was this one little circle drive over here. That's where my friend lived, by the circle drive. It was right here. Well, we got this house. It was right here. They were all circle drives. But yeah, this house right here. My friend's house was right here. We were down. I would like to say this street. And then we were about to get another house. Then this vehicle coming down, turned, saw us, stopped, and turned and came straight at us. If it wasn't for my friend turning around, we probably would have got caught. We sprinted our asses off. I was out of there. I didn't see it at first. I was the second one to see it, and I was gone. My friend Kobe was the last one to see it, so he got got the latest jump. I ended up passing my friend Sean because he's slower than AIDS. Well, we get to right here's the main road. We're on this side now. We're in between houses over here. So we were hiding, and then Kobe's like, dude, they told me to come back, and yelled at it, and the car stopped, but they didn't get out. We were okay. And then we make it fun because why would we stop? It'd be stupid. So we okay. So we okay, we're just gonna have a little bit of fun. We saw them walk around, nothing. We didn't see them again. So we went over to the house, and we saw them. We're going back. We were about to go back to his house. That's right here. And we were right there was our house. We like right over here, but like looking at the house at a distance. We saw the van, and me and Kobe told Sean, "Pussy, if you don't scream, fuck you as loud as you can." And I am really surprised that he actually did it. He did it, and then we were out of there. We were out because we did not want to get caught. So we were like, from right here, we went all the way down. We hid, we ran. Then when we went over this, then right here again in the house, we ran across the street, which is stupid of us. Then we sitting on this driveway, we were looking both ways. We saw 2 cars coming. One turned, the other one kept going straight. My friend said they were police cars. I didn't really know that at the time, which means they were. So we okay, we ran from here, we ran behind this house right here. And then there was 3 vehicles chasing us. The dude, 2 police cars. This police car stood going by. This dude was going like that. So we were stuck right here, so we stood there for a little bit. Okay, so the police car, the other police car, this other guy was slowly going too. But he stopped right here, right before he passed our house. Right before he passed the house we were right behind. We could see him too, because there was a little spot you'd see him. Because you look past houses, if you stand behind a house, you can see there's little spots where you can see the roads. So that's what he stopped in, those were the spots. We got scared because there was no road he could turn into. He did not get, he just stopped. He just stopped there for a couple seconds. So I ducked down. We were in the opening. We went over here to a bunch of trees, and it was in between 2 houses. This house, right here, had an automatic motion sensor, right? So I was like, okay, guys, be careful. So we were sitting there for a bit, thinking about what we were planning on doing. And then this police officer comes slowly driving by about this fast. No kidding, about that fast. He saw us perfectly. I swore, if he would have saw us, we had a 50% chance that he did not see us. Because he could have been possibly looking the other way. If he would have saw us, he probably would have stopped right there and chased us. But that's why I think he was looking the other way, because he did not stop, he kept going. So me and my friends, we literally, as soon as that police car got up, we jolted back, and there was this little plot of land for no reason. It was just sitting in between in the subdivision for no reason. And so there was okay. So right here's the plot of land, and right here's a bunch of trees. We were still running because we got scared shitless. Because there's also somebody on a bike. We saw someone on a bike, but we didn't know why. I guess it was one of those people too. Well, right here's the trees. I was sprinting. I went straight, and I ran straight into a fence. There's a fence there. I don't even know why, but I went straight into a flipping fence, and I hurt like a bitch. Of course, I got laughed at by my friends, but it's gonna happen. So we were going up the fence towards the houses. Me and my friend knew these guys had a dog, but we did not think of this at the time. Well, at least I knew it. I thought about it at the time, but my friend did not. And so we went up too far, and the dog heard us and started barking its head off. So down here, we were just gone. We just went straight up, and my friend was being paranoid, saying, "Oh my God, there's so many people around us," because he thought he was seeing people, because he's super paranoid. That was Sean. Kobe was on his phone, kept telling me, kept saying what time it is, which we didn't even know, which was not really that useful because we didn't have to be home back at his house for a certain time, because we had hours and hours. And then when he wanted to go to his grandma's house, but we'd have to pass a highway, and that would be probably the hardest thing yet. And then if we'd go to his grandma's, there'd be no cover, just in case we get caught. So I was like, no, we were getting back to your dad's house. I mean, your stepmom's house. Because, that's all, I don't even want to feel like talking about that. That'd be too long of a story. Well, like I said, the things like this, that does the main road, and that's the road they've been on the whole time. We were way back here, so we started growing up, we started getting up there. We got to the main road, which my friends wanted to go, in the middle of it. I was like, no, if you go in the middle, you have a better chance of getting caught. So we went through this one way, back here. So we sprinted fully through. We get this house a lot too. The house that we went to, the house we started running to. We did not think that a dog. That dog started barking its head off. And of course, to separate the subdivision, there's trees all the way across the side. And the other way, there's a sidewalk, and then over here is a playground, a soccer playground. Right here's a street. So me and Sean went straight through those woods, which I did not get scratched or anything in those woods. My friend like ran and like went and like over here's like a farming place. Went straight towards the farming place. And then he saw me, and I showed him to come here. And me and Sean started running down the sidewalk. Kobe's falling really far behind. Sean turns into this thing. He was going really slow, so I looked at Kobe. Kept telling Kobe just come here. And he was getting close up, and I saw Sean left. And I just sprinted right through there and pushed everything out of my way. And that was a thorn bush. Yeah, that killed my arms and legs. And we were out of there. And Kobe followed through. And I was running, and once we got to a really dark spot, I laid down and held my shin, because that's the only thing that was killing me, because, you don't run with your arms, you run with your shins, you run with your legs. Your shin's part of your legs, and I have probably the biggest thing on my shin. Look at that big. I had that thing on my shin that fucking risked bleeding at the time, too, and everything. Sean was the only person that did not get hurt out of this whole thing. And Sean hurt me a couple days ago because we were playing basketball and he scratched my eye. So my eye was also hurting too, because it still hurts and everything. So after we got to this dark spot, we got up. Kobe laid right next to me. He said he had a heart attack later, which is truly, I honestly think, is impossible. He probably just had a panic attack. If he had a heart attack, well, that's pretty bad. So we started running. It was like, okay, well, here's the park. I wanted to go to this ditch because the ditch would be the easiest way. But there was 2 cops at the park. 2 cops. There were 2 cops at the park. So we just stayed over here, started running behind trees so they wouldn't see us. And once we got far enough, once we got to right here, we were right here. That house, his dad's house. We went into the ditch, hid, we were good. And then we went through the gate, and then we closed the gate, and we went back through the doggy door. And we got back in safely, thank God. So it was pretty close, really close to us getting caught. Like I said, this happened last night. While we were running to his dad's house, right next to the soccer park, Sean grabbed a tree branch because he didn't want to get whacked in the eye, and flung it right behind him and hit Kobe straight dead in the eye, giving him a bloodshot eye, which of course made Kobe get hurt. I had helped Kobe get back to the place, get back to his dad's house. And then we go to bed around 5 o'clock. We got there 3 o'clock, but we went to bed about 5 because we were having this tournament for all sports games. And we looked over at the playground. The cops were still out there looking for us. We were like, oh my God, we thought they left hours ago once we finally got inside. I thought they would probably quit. No, they were still there, surprisingly. Well, that's my life story of Ding Dong Ditching 2. Hope you liked it. Good night.